Hello students, welcome back to my channel Learning Made Simple, and I am your physics lecturer Srimati Sujata. So I have come up with another topic, torque due to electric dipole when kept in an external electric field. I hope you all are familiar with torque quantity, right? In class 11 we have studied what is torque and the formula, everything we have studied regarding it. But I hope you all are not remembering these things. I know how hardly you studied class 11. Well, with small concepts, it is very small concept here. I'll just talk about the basics about torque and then I'll start this topic. Okay. So now here you see what is being given as a heading, that we have to study regarding torque. You have to calculate a torque here. Okay, so what happens when an electric dipole is kept in an external electric field? Okay, so what do you mean by external electric field, by the way? External electric field means we are supplying the field. Okay, we are creating the field. Now how to create external field? So that is a different concept. We will not go so deeply. But just imagine that two charges are kept here. Here positive charge, here negative charge. You know, whatever I have drawn here, this is nothing but field lines, electric field lines. And see here, these electric field lines, they are parallel to each other, right? And they are equidistance. Equidistance means same distance. Okay, separation between each line is same over here, equidistance. So this field where we have drawn the lines parallel and equidistance, this field we call it as uniform external field in this case. Okay, so this here what we have considered external field. And how this external field is right now here? This external field is uniform. So what do you mean by uniform, by the way? Uniform means at every point, any point you consider in that external field, the electric field remains same. Suppose here electric field is 2 Newton per coulomb, right? 2 Newton per coulomb. If suppose I keep the charge over here, that charge will experience 2 Newton per coulomb. If suppose I keep the charge over here, it will experience 2 Newton per coulomb. Means at any point if you place the charge in this field, then that charge will experience same electric field. Means at every point the electric field remains same. Okay, then how it is being represented? It is represented by a parallel lines, and these parallel lines are kept equidistant. So such diagram if you get anywhere, then understand it as a uniform electric field. Okay, so in this uniform electric field, now we have to place a electric dipole. So what is electric dipole? Electric dipole is a system of two charges. How these two charges are there? These two charges are, one is positive and another one is negative. And how they are being kept? They are being kept separated by certain distance, that is finite distance 2a, right? So we shall place the electric dipole now. So here I am placing electric dipole. So how to place electric dipole? Electric dipole should be placed in such a way that it is making an angle theta with the electric field. Okay. So now I'll place electric dipole in an uniform electric field. So here I'll take different color pen. Okay, I'll take red pen. So here I'm placing a dipole. So this is our dipole, right? Okay, so at this end what we have? Positive charge plus q, and at this end we have placed negative charge. So this is our electric dipole, right? Okay, then what is the separation between the electric dipole over here? It is always 2a. So distance between positive charge and negative charge, here it is 2a. And what is the direction of dipole? Direction of dipole always directed from where to where? Always directed from minus q charge to plus q charge. So this is vector p. Yes. So how we are placing it? We are placing it in such a way that it is making an angle theta with the electric field. See, this is a dipole, it is making an angle theta with the electric field. Okay. Alright. So what is O here? O is the midpoint of this dipole. Now, we'll see what happens when dipole is placed in an external electric field. What happens now? See, since electric field is applied on this positive charge, we will consider only right now positive charge, we will talk about this, right? So as soon as you place it, what happens? This positive charge will experience a force, and how that force is? Force is along with the direction of electric field. So this is the force experienced by plus q charge, hence I will write F plus q. How did I know it? Yes, there is a basic definition for it. Basic definition means what? What is electric field, by the way? Electric field is force per charge. Remember, force per charge. Therefore, what is F? F equals to Q into E. Right? So, what is this force called as? Electric force. So, the charge will experience electric force. How much the electric force is here? Plus QE. And what is the direction of electric force here? This electric force is along with the electric field, means parallel to the electric field anta helbodu athwa along with the electric field anta helbodu. Now come back to minus q charge. Similarly, minus q charge will experience the force, same force, magnitude is same force, but what is the direction of force here? Direction of force will be opposite to the external field. So ಈಗದು ಅಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಇದನ್ನು F minus Q ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡು minus QE. Okay, look here, the magnitude is same here, this is QE and this is QE, but what about the directions of both the forces? Both the forces are opposite in directions, right? Why? Because I told you the charges, the electric field lines ಹೆಂಗೆ generate ಆಗುತ್ತದೆ? Always originate at positive charge and terminate at negative charge. So the arrow mark indicates it is ended here, right? So here it is minus. If you consider this side as positive and this side will be negative. So the field lines originate from positive charge and terminate at negative charge. That means the positive side of the electric field is dragging this negative charge towards this. Hagagi, this charge will move this side, and the positive charge, since it is towards negative charge, negative field, so what happens? It is being dragged towards this side. So this is along with the electric field, and this force is opposite to the electric field. Why? Because this side is positive and this side of the field is negative. That's why. Right? I hope you understood this. So now you see, these are the two forces acting on this dipole. So there will be two forces acting on the dipole. So what is that first force? Force acting on plus Q. How much it is? F plus Q is equals to QE. And what is the direction of this? It is along with vector E. Correct? Then second force acting on what? Acting on minus Q charge. How much it is? Minus QE. And what is the direction? Opposite to, I'll write opposite in short, opposite to vector E. Why? The reason I told you, that field lines originate at positive and terminate at negative. So this end of the field becomes positive, like this, positive, right? So that means this is a negative charge. So opposite charges, what they do? They attract, unlike charges attract. So the positive, negative charge will be dragged this side, and the positive side will be dragged this side. Clear? Okay. Now, when I add these two forces, what do I get? I get net force. I mean to say total force. So how will be the total force now? See, plus QE and minus QE, what is the answer? 0. So whenever a dipole is kept in an external field, electric field, which is uniform, so what is it is experiencing? It is experiencing net force as 0, means there will be no force acting on that dipole. No force acting on that dipole. So what does it mean? It means that this dipole will not make any linear motion. So what is it? So no linear motion. So there is a big no for this linear motion. Linear motion means how? The dipole should move like this, straight. Along with the electric field, it should move. If suppose this pen is a dipole and I have kept it here, since net force is 0, if net force is 0, then the dipole will be in this position only. It will not move linearly. ಹೀಗೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕದು, linear ಆಗಿ ಹೋಗಬೇಕಿತ್ತು, ಬಟ್ ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕೆ ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ? ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ನೆಟ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಅದರ ಮೇಲೆ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ? 0 ಆಗಿದೆ. ಹೆನ್ಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಡೈಪೋಲ್ ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಮೇಕ್ ಎನಿ ಲೀನಿಯರ್ ಮೋಷನ್. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಯಾವ ಮೋಷನ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತದು? Yes, definitely it will move rotational motion. It will have rotational motion. So this dipole will start to move in this way. This way it start to move. It will rotate like this. Okay. Like this it will rotate. So it will not go in this direction. It will not move linear, or it will not oscillate in this way. Instead of what it is doing, it is moving in a clockwise direction, this way. Clockwise. I showed you anti-clock. It will move in a clockwise. Sorry. It will move in a clockwise direction. See, even though there is no force acting, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲವೇ ಇಲ್ಲ, ರೈಟ್? ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ರೈಟ್? ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೂ ಕೂಡ this dipole is doing its rotational motion. Yes, I told you it will rotate how? Clockwise direction. It will not have linear motion. Instead it will have what? Rotational motion. Okay. Even though the net force is 0, this dipole will show rotational motion. So what is the reason for rotational motion? So whenever there is a net force 0, there exists another kind of force or analogy of force which we call it as torque. Okay, keep in mind that whenever there is a net force is 0, if there is no linear motion, then there will be another analogy of force, nothing but called as torque. So the rotational motion of this dipole is due to what? It is due to torque. Okay. Since net force is 0, net force is equals to 0, what I told you, there will be no linear motion. Instead, what it will be, what there exists, alene exist agate. So there exists what? Torque. And due to torque, what is happening there? Due to torque, dipole start to rotate. Dipole rotates in which direction? In clockwise direction. Clockwise direction. Okay. So there is a solid reason to have a torque. See, if a forces, how many forces are there? 2 forces are there. Which are they? F plus Q and F minus Q. How these 2 forces are? These forces are parallel, right? They are parallel. And how they are? These charges, how they are? They are unlike forces, okay? But they are equal in what? Equal in magnitude. If this is the case, equal in magnitude. If this is the case, then there exists what? Torque. You can just observe the diagram. See here, these two forces, are they parallel? This is one in this direction. I'll show you with this pens. Okay, so see, these are the two forces here. See, are they parallel? If I take them upward to show you, are they parallel? Yes, they are parallel, but they are opposite in direction. We can say they are anti-parallel. That would be the right word to say. They are anti-parallel. Okay, and there is a certain distance between them. See, this distance, perpendicular distance. So there is a perpendicular distance between them. Okay, right? And how these two forces are they equal in magnitude? Equal in magnitude. This is QE and even this is QE. So they are equal in magnitude, right? So that means if this is the case, if this is the criteria, if you are getting these as the conditions, then we can say that there is a torque. There is a torques. Okay. So how the forces are? They are parallel, unlike. Why I have written unlike here? Because they are anti-parallel. And how they are? They are equal in magnitude. So if these are the two forces, we say these two forces are coupling each other. They are coupling. Okay. Or you can say moment of force. One and the same. Moment of force. Okay. So if these are the condition, then there exists what? Torque. Okay, so there exists torque. So this is called as torque. Clear? So we understood the basic how the torque exists over here, right? So but we have to find here expression for torque. So how to find expression for torque now? So some constructions we have to do in this diagram. What is that construction? We'll see now. So I told you these two forces are how they are? They are anti-parallel to each other. Okay, and between them there is certain distance. Okay, what is that distance? That distance is this. See, I am keeping another pen on this. So this distance from here to here. So this distance we call it as perpendicular distance. Is it not? It is perpendicular. So that perpendicular distance we have to show in the diagram. So we'll draw now, we'll do some construction I told you. So for doing that construction, what I do, I'll just name it because I'll get a triangle over here and that I'm going to use A, B. Now I'll draw the perpendicular distance in a dotted line. Correct? And I'll join this point I'll take it as C and I'll join A, C. So this is the perpendicular here. Okay. So what is perpendicular distance here? BC. BC is the perpendicular distance. Now we'll solve. So what is definition of torque? In PUC first year classes you have studied. So torque is nothing but torque is equals to what? Coupling of force, or you will say moment of force. Right? So moment of force is nothing but what? Force into perpendicular distance between the two forces. Perpendicular distance between the two forces. Correct? Then what is the notation for torque? Notation, this tau, we read it as tau. So F into, so what is the perpendicular distance in the diagram? In the diagram, BC. BC is our perpendicular distance. So here perpendicular distance nothing but in the diagram, from the diagram you got it as BC. So how you got BC? By doing construction. What we have done? We have drawn the perpendicular BC and you are going to join AC. Clear? Now further, tau is equals to F into BC. Can I write it in this way? Again go back to the diagram. So the diagram is very important here. Can you define BC, or can you define BC? How to define BC? See, take out your trigonometric ratios, cos theta, sin theta, tan theta. Can I take here cos theta? No, I cannot take cos theta because cos is what? Base by hypotenuse. Base by hypotenuse. AC by AB ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನಮಗೆ ಎ ಸಿ ಬೇಡ, ನಮಗೇನು ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿ ಸಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಬಿ ಸಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಪರ್ಪೆಂಡಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಪರ್ಪೆಂಡಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಬೈ ಹೈಪೋಟೆನಸ್ is nothing but which type of ratio, definition of ratio, it is sin theta. So sin theta is what? Perpendicular by hypotenuse. What is perpendicular? BC. BC by AB you will get. So can I write it here? So what is sin theta? Perpendicular by hypotenuse, right? So perpendicular is here BC. What is hypotenuse? Is it AB? Hypotenuse is AB, right? This is the definition of sin theta. We require what here? We require BC value because we want perpendicular distance. So therefore BC is equals to what? AB sin theta. So can I substitute in place of BC as AB sin theta? Yes, I can do it. So in place of BC, what I'll write? AB sin theta. Correct? Next, F into, what is AB now? AB value, what is AB value? AB is the dipole length. What is dipole length? 2A. So in place of AB, can I write 2A? So I'll write here 2A sin theta. Now we want F value. F value. What is the F value? We have to take its magnitude, either of both the magnitudes are same. So QE. Okay. So F value is here QE into 2A sin theta. Clear? So what is torque now? Torque is equals to, can I write Q into 2A in one bracket and E sin theta in another? Because what I am going to do now, QE is equals to what? Q into 2A is what? P. So what I get? PE sin theta. So what is Q into 2A? It's nothing but dipole, electric dipole moment. Right? So this is the expression in scalar form you are getting. In scalar form. So we have to write it in vector form. So in the vector form, how we are going to write it? See. So this equation, is it not of the form C equals to AB sin theta? Correct? PE sin theta is similar to your AB sin theta. Vectors you have studied in PUC first year mathematics as well as physics. Okay. So if AB sin theta, how you are writing this AB sin theta? Vector C equals to vector A cross vector B. Correct? Similarly, this can be written as vector tau is equals to, in place of A, what do we have here? P. So P vector. In place of B, what do we have here? E cross. If sine, then you will take cross. If cos, you will take here dot. So students do mistakes at this stage. What do? They put a dot. Remember, if cross means sine. Okay. Dot cos theta. Cross idre sin theta. So for this, if sin theta means what you have to do? You have to put cross. So this is the equation in vector form. Okay. So this is our final expression. Vector tau is equals to vector P cross vector E. This is in vector form. This is in scalar form. Okay. Now we'll know the direction of torque. Direction of torque. So what we have to do here to know the direction of torque? Here we are using right hand rule. Right hand screw rule. We are using here right hand screw rule. Means suppose you want to fit the screw in the any wooden plank. How you are rotating? You are rotating in the clockwise direction. I'll show you. So if this is the plank, wooden plank, and if this is the screwdriver, how you are rotating? You are rotating in this direction. Clockwise, right? You are rotating clockwise. Then what happens? The screw get inserted into the wooden plank. ಓಕೆ, ನೀವು ಹೇಗೆ ರೋಟೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರೋ ಕ್ಲಾಕ್ ವೈಸ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿ ರೋಟೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಿತ್ತಂದರೆ ಆ್ಯಂಟಿ ಕ್ಲಾಕಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ. ಓಕೆ, ರೈಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಕ್ರೂ ಡ್ರೈವರ್ ಹಿಡಿತೀರಾ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೂನ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಇವಾಗ ಇದು ವುಡನ್ ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಕ್. ಓಕೆ, ಇವಾಗ ಸ್ಕ್ರೂ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಹೆಂಗೆ ತಿರುಗಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ? ಕ್ಲಾಕ್ ವೈಸ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿ ತಿರುಗಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ. ಕ್ಲಾಕ್ ವೈಸ್, ರೈಟ್? ಯು ಫಿಟ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಕ್ ವೈಸ್. ಸೊ ಇದು ಕ್ಲಾಕ್ ವೈಸ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಹೀಗಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಹೌ ಯು ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಶೋ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಯೋರ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್, ರೈಟ್? ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಹೀಗಿದೆ, ರೈಟ್? ಡೈಪೋಲ್ ಹೇಗಿದೆ? ಡೈಪೋಲ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಸಮ್ ಆಂಗಲ್ theta with the field, isn't it? From the diagram, I am making a short diagram over here. This is P. Then how will be the torque? Torque will enter into it. So torque will be in this way. So this is the torque direction. Okay. So how it is? This is one plane. This is one plane. This was one plane. In this plane, what do we have? We have electric field as well as we have a dipole, right? How they are? They are making some angle theta. So when you screw it, when you rotate it in a clockwise direction, your torque will come out like this. Okay, and how I am keeping it? In this way, correct? So here is the torque direction. Okay, so what you will write if you want to know the direction of torque? So torque is perpendicular to the plane. This is the plane, right? To the plane. In this plane, what do we have? P and E. Plane containing, this plane, what it contains? It contains vector P and vector E. How these vector P and E are? They are making angle theta with each other. Simple. Okay, so direction, to know the torque direction, which rule we are using? Right hand screw rule. What is the direction of torque now? Torque is perpendicular to the plane containing vector P and vector E. Okay, so this was all about the torque. Now what is SI unit of torque? It is Newton meter. Okay, Newton meter, right? How did I get Newton meter now? What is torque? Force into perpendicular distance BC. Force is Newton, BC it's a distance, so distance will measure in meter. So this is how we got Newton meter. So now we'll see some special cases of torque. So here from this special cases of torque, you may get 1 marks questions. Okay, so fix 1 marks question you will get. So here we'll consider the same electric field, uniform electric field. Now we'll change the angle of dipole with the electric field. What happens when dipole is along with the electric field? Andre ಇದು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಇದೆ, ಈ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಡೈಪೋಲನ್ನು ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಹೇಗೆ? ಹೀಗೆ. ಇಫ್ ಸಪೋಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪೆನ್ಸಿಲ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಡೈಪೋಲ್, ವಿ ಆರ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸಿಂಗ್ ದ ಡೈಪೋಲ್ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ವೇ. ಓಕೆ, ಅಲಾಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸೇಮ್ plus q minus q here, plus q minus q here, we are placing it in this way. So now we have to study the special cases of torque. See here, see I have taken a demo of a dipole. So earlier dipole was kept in this way, making some angle theta with the electric field. Now what we are doing, this dipole we are making it angle 0. See, I've just rotated it in a clockwise direction. Now the angle between dipole and electric field, now it has become 0. So this is one first case. So that we will see the same diagram I have drawn here. So how is the dipole? It is making angle theta 0 with the electric field. So can I say the dipole is along with electric field? See here, dipole is along with electric field. The red ink color, that is blue color, I have taken it as positive charge, and red color I have taken it as negative charge. So this is minus q, this is plus q, right? So the dipole is placed over here. So what is angle between P and E? Theta is here 0. If theta is 0, then what about torque? Tau is equals to what? PE sin theta, right? So therefore tau is equals to PE sin 0, because angle between them is 0. They are parallel to each other, 0. So tau is equals to what? Sin 0 is 0. So that means when P is acting along with the electric field, torque becomes 0. So torque becomes 0. So this is the minimum value of torque. Now if this is the case, then the dipole will be in a stable equilibrium. So this dipole is in which state? It is in stable equilibrium state. We can say this as a stable equilibrium state. Means torque is not acting on it, so it is not rotating, so it is right now at rest along with the electric field. Means stable equilibrium means the torque wish to be in a stable state. ಅಂದರೆ ಅದು ಇದೇ ಸ್ಥಿತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸಪೋಸ್ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾನು ಹೀಗೆ ಅದನ್ನು ರೊಟೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ, 90 ಡಿಗ್ರಿಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಆದರೂ ಅದು ಮತ್ತು ಹೇಗೆ ಬಂದು ನಿಲ್ಲುತ್ತೆ? ಇದೇ ದಿಕ್ಕಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ನಿಲ್ಲುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ಹೇಳಿ? ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಯುವರ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್. ಸೊ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ವಿಲ್ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ವಿತ್ ದ negative, positive will attract with the negative. So this is your positive charge. So positive charge is attracting here this side of the electric field. Idu negative side of the electric field. So negative side of the electric field and positive charge, so both are unlike. So unlike means attraction will be there. So here since attraction is there, so the dipole wants to be in this state. The dipole wants to be in this state. So it is happy with the state, I can say. How you students will like to stay at home rather than coming to college and sitting over here. You always feel stable and happy remaining at home, right? So that is what the dipole also feels like to be in this state. So this state is called as state of equilibrium, stable equilibrium, right? Now second case, I'll use the same diagram itself. Again I won't draw here, but I'll write the condition. When vector P is kept opposite to electric field. Now what I am doing, the dipole, same diagram I am using, okay? The dipole I am making it to rotate 180 degree. So how much angle I have rotated it? Here it was 0, 90, 180. See what I told? This blue color is positive charge, this is red color is negative. This was the case, first case. ಹೀಗಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ವಿ ಅದನ್ನು, 0 ಇತ್ತು, ಇವಾಗ ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟಲ್ಲಿ ಇತ್ತು. ಇವಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡೋಣ? ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅದನ್ನು 90 ಇಡೋಣ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? 90ದಿಂದ ಏನು ಮಾಡೋಣ? ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನು ರೊಟೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಹೀಗೆ, ಅಥವಾ ಕ್ಲಾಕ್ ವೈಸ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ಕ್ಲಾಕ್ ವೈಸ್ ಹೋಗೋಣ ಇರಿ. 90 then 180. So how much angle it is rotated here? What is the theta in this case? Theta here. So theta in this case is 180 degree. So if theta is 180 degree, then what is tau? Tau is PE sine of 180, right? So what is sine 180? 180 is 0. So again torque becomes 0 here. Okay. So torque is 0. That means the dipole is not rotating. But this is unstable equilibrium. This state is called as, it is in equilibrium position, but it is unstable equilibrium state. See here, this is quite confusing over here. ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಟಾರ್ಕ್ 0 ಇದೆ, ಆದರೆ ಇದೇನಾಗಿದೆ? ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಸೊ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್, So this is our dipole, this is positive charge, this is negative charge. So positive charge is attracted here, so this is right now stable. Now what we are doing, we are rotating it 180 degree. The torque what it does, it rotates is 180 degree. Now this is the state. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಯಿತು, ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಆಯಿತು, ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಇದು ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಆಯಿತು, ಇವಾಗ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಸಿ ಹಿಯರ್, this is positive charge, this is also positive, electric field here is positive, here it is also positive. So what is the situation here? It is going to repel. Okay, here also it is going to repel. In first case it was attracting, in the second case it is repelling. It is repelling, again it is sending this to back to this position. Okay, ಇವಾಗ ಇದು ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಇದು ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಕುತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಲ್ಲ, ಹೀಗೆ ಹಾಯಾಗಿ ಇರಲ್ಲ. ಅದು ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದು ರೋಟೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ತನ್ನ ಒರಿಜಿನಲ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟಿಗೆ ಬರಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಪಡುತ್ತೆ. ಐ ಹೋಪ್ ಯು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್. ಸೊ ಈ ಥರ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ, ಈ ಥರ ಇಕ್ವಿಲಿಬ್ರಿಯಂ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಅನ್ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ರೆಡ್ ಕಲರ್ ಅಂದರೆ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ ನಾನು, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಬ್ಲೂ ಕಲರ್ ಇಂಕ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಈಸ್ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್. ಸೊ ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ತಂದಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಇದು ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಆಯ್ತು ಇವಾಗ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಹೀಗಿದ್ದಾಗ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಇದು ಯಾವ ಸ್ಟೇಟು? ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟು. ಇವಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಅದನ್ನು 180 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಅದನ್ನು ರೊಟೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೀಗಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ವಿ, ರೈಟಾ? ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ ಏನಾಯ್ತು, ಇದು ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್, ಇದು ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಪೋಲ್, ಇದು ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಪೋಲ್, ರೈಟಾ? ಸೊ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಪೋಲ್ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಬಂದರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ, ರಿಪೆಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇದೇನಾಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ, ರಿಪಲ್ಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಪಲ್ಷನ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇದು ಮತ್ತೇನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಅದೇ ಸ್ಟೇಟಲ್ಲಿ ಉಳಿಯಲ್ಲ. ಅಗೇನ್ ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ಲಿ turns and sits back to its original state. If it is coming to its original state, ಓಕೆ, ಇದ್ದ ಹಾಗೆ ಸ್ಥಿತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಆಗಿತ್ತಂದರೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ವಾಪಸ್ ಅದು ತನ್ನ ಒರಿಜಿನಲ್ ಸ್ಥಿತಿಗೆ ಬರೋಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಪಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅದು ಅನ್ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಯಾವುದು? ಹೇಗಿರುತ್ತೋ ಹಾಗೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ರೈಟ್? ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಹಾಗೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗೋದು ಇಲ್ಲ, ಹಾಗೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದು ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್. ಅದನ್ನು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ನೀವು ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನು 180 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ತಿರುಗಿಸಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಹೀಗಿಟ್ಟಾಗ ಅದೇನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ತನ್ನ ಒರಿಜಿನಲ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ಗೆ ಬರೋಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಪಡುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರುವಂಥ ಸ್ಥಿತಿಯಲ್ಲೇ ಅದು ಇರಲ್ಲ, ತನಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರುವಂಥ ಸ್ಥಿತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಇರೋಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡತ್ತೆ, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಅನ್ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್. ಓಕೆ, I hope you understood. So unstable state torque, even though the torque in both the cases it is 0, but the state changes over there. Okay, stable state yavaga when theta is 0, unstable state yavaga when theta is 180 degree. Is that clear? Okay, now we'll see when the torque will be maximum. And the torque yavaga ಹೆಚ್ಚಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. So when the dipole is placed perpendicular to the electric field, when the dipole is placed perpendicular to the electric field, if P is perpendicular to electric field, then we say the value of torque is maximum, because theta is what here? 90 degree. Therefore torque is equals to what? PE sin theta. Agree? So sin theta is equals to PE sin 90 is how much? Sin 90 is 1. So tau is equals to sin 90 is 1 means 1 into PE. So can you see, this is maximum, correct? So again I'll use the same diagram. So if this is the dipole, so positive charge, negative charge, so ಹೀಗಿತ್ತಾ ಅದು ಫಸ್ಟ್, ಇವಾಗ 90 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಹೀಗೆ 90 degree. See here, is it making perpendicular to this? Yeah, this. Okay, so if this is the case, then torque is maximum. Okay, so that all. These are the special cases of torque. You will get definitely 1 marks question on this. I hope I am able to convince you these topics. Okay, so try to practice this derivation that day itself when you are seeing the video, and this helps you a lot. So thank you so much.